Alright yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be going through my review for Flight Risk. I saw the movie yesterday, so I've had a little time to think about it. So my opinion and thoughts on this film are going to be completely from enjoyment. On my Letterboxd, in my bio, it does say that my ratings are a mix of enjoyment and critical. This one is purely really enjoyment. I think if you look at it too much and think about it too much, then you're just going to end up going around in circles about problems. But I will give some negatives. But to start with, I'll start with the negatives. For the opening like 10 minutes the opening 10 minutes or so when Topher Grace, I'm gonna get into spoilers. I'm not gonna give a spoiler warning. So if you don't want spoilers, don't watch this. Come back to it. Um, when they're arresting Topher Grace's character, there's multiple shots from outside where he's staying, and when they're on the airstrip, that looked really cheaply CG and visual effects, um, which kind of made me go, oh no. And also on the topic of Topher Grace, I felt like out of everyone in all the actors in the film, his lines of dialogue at some points were really cringy and really kind of easy to think of, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, when you're watching a film and in your head you're already saying what they're about to say. Sometimes for me, if that happens too much in a film, it kind of discourages me. Um, but on to the positives. Mark Wahlberg plays psychotic really, really well and has a good balance of comedy to his psychoticness. Like, there was multiple times in my theatre where people were laughing just because how nuts he was. Like, there's a scene when he's strangling the woman and he just starts growling. And it was just really funny. Um, the concept as well is really good. I thought it's interesting. You know, got a police officer and a witness, and then a hitman hired, and what happens on the plane. I feel like he spends an awful lot of the film handcuffed as well, which, like, I understand it. Like, there's so many times he can break free, and then they like knock him out again. Um, but yeah, I felt like a lot of the movie was just him kind of saying, "I'm gonna kill you when I get out." Um, and yeah, like I said, for this to be an enjoyment for it, like on Letterboxd in my review, I put at the bottom, I'd give it like a 6.75 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's by far not, even without just purely enjoying it, I don't think it's terrible. Like, it is not as bad as things we've had recently, like Madam Web. I'm trying to think of other films. Other terrible films like Night Swim. Like, there are films that, or in my opinion, there are films that have come out recently that are purely just unwatchable. Whereas with this, it's like if you just turn your brain off and have a good time, this is watchable. This is fun. This is enjoying. Enjoying. This is enjoying. That's not English. Um. So yeah, like I've got to give it its praise. I'm also a big Mark Wahlberg fan. So kind of, if you're coming into this and just like, oh, there's a film called Flight Risk, let me see what this is about. If there isn't really like that kind of selling point for you, then I can understand how this, you might look over it. Um, I've not seen him in many things, but Mel Gibson directed this. He's got a great directing kind of filmography. Obviously, did Hacksaw Ridge, Braveheart, Apocalypto, Passion of the Christ. Apocalypto, I think it's Apocalypto. Um, so yeah, that and it having Mark Wahlberg was selling points for me. Um, yeah, the one bit in the film that made me jump. There's a scene fairly early on where they're flying in the sky and this bird just splats against the windshield, and that actually made me jump and kind of like, oh, I'm awake, right? Yeah, I'm paying attention. Um, it's not. I don't know whether on Letterboxd. I'm not gonna look at my phone. I don't know whether it is branded as a horror. It's not really. It's just thriller. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm not gonna drag this on or anything. Those are my thoughts. A little about what's coming to the channel. Spider-Man 2 comes out on PC on Wednesday, so I'm gonna stream it, hour-long streams, and then obviously on YouTube here they just upload so you can watch them back. So that's going to be a series. I'm looking forward to building on that. So yeah, there's my thoughts though. It's back to the point of this video. There's my thoughts on Flight Risk. It's fun, it's enjoyable. Take your friends, take your family. Yeah, 6.75. It has its issues, but they're really not that big for me. I went into this knowing it's not going to be the perfect film. It's not going to be the best film in the world. I was content with what they did. I don't feel it drags. If anything, it ends quite abruptly, I thought. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below if you have seen Flight Risk, what you thought of it. Are you going to see it? And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.